Vaughn. Stay right there. Stand next to Kat.
Well, aloha everyone and welcome to Maui. What an absolutely beautiful place for us to gather. It's a unique privilege sharing in one of the greatest gifts to humankind, the celebration of love between two people. Here in Hawaii, we exchange flower leis, symbolizing our love and to open hearts for one another. You are now continuing to weave and combine your lives, just as the flowers of the lei are intertwined and joined. Now, the beautiful blossoms of the lei only last a few days. This is to remind you to take your marriage one day at a time. For life, like these flowers, is precious and fragile. Let each day of your marriage and your lives be filled with the beauty and the grace of these flower leis. Now in Hawaii, we have the wonderful tradition of presenting someone with a lei, and when doing so, you get to give them a kiss on each cheek. So when we begin,
That's the story of all.
something that we hear very often here in Hawaii is the word aloha. And aloha means hello and goodbye, but aloha also has a deeper meaning. Aloha also means to show compassion, kindness, and affection for one another, which is why it's appropriate to begin your ceremony with the spirit of aloha, the spirit of love. And this aloha has been growing with every year that you've been together, every day that you've been together, you've been building a stronger aloha together. The Hawaiians have a special word for a deep, long-lasting aloha like you share and like you're promising today. It is more aloha, which means my beloved friend. More aloha. At this point in time, I'm going to ask if Wayne can honor us with a Hawaiian blessing.
Before we go on, I need to repeat these words after me, okay? Aloha.
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 Speak true Hawaiian. E kia kua. O nauna I ka halangi ka lehua. E halelehua no ia naka no ie. O ka huno ia. E anuhi ne. E halige ne. Kongi o ka hiki na hiki. Ahiki mai no olua. Ahiki puno me ki aloha. Aloha e ie ie ie. Aloha e ie ie ie. Aloha e ie ie ie. Greetings to you both. Greetings to you all. Welcome to Maui. Aloha.
Aloha.
Daniel and Chantel, on this beautiful day of your marriage vows, commit yourselves fully and freely to each other without reservation. The two of you have come here today to make a commitment that from this day forward, you will continue to walk together. Marriage is a gift from God, the gift of human love, given so a couple can know each other with mutual care and companionship. Marriage is a promise of this love. Marriage is a commitment to life, to the best that two people can find and bring out of each other. It offers opportunities for sharing and growth that no other human relationship can equal. A physical and an emotional joining that is promised for a lifetime. The power of love is that although your hearts become one, neither of you are diminished, but you're fulfilled and discovered in ways that you would have never known apart from one another. I think what that means is, Daniel, as great of a guy as you were before meeting Chantel, and Chantel, as beautiful of a human as you were before meeting Daniel, that by falling in love and becoming best friends, you two have made each other better individuals too. At this point in time, I'm going to ask that you face each other and look into each other's eyes. As you continue on your journey together, I ask you to remember these things. Remember that true friendship is the basis for any lasting relationship. Give your spouse the same kindnesses and courtesies that you show your friends. Learn the wisdom of compromise, for it's better to bend than to break. Confide in your partner and ask for help when you need it. And say, I love you often. As you look into each other's eyes, I remind you that marriage is a precious gift, a lifelong dedication to love one another more fully and more freely. With this understanding, do you, Daniel, take Chantel as your beloved wife? Do you promise to be a tender and faithful husband? Will you love and cherish her in sickness and in health, for richer, for poor, for better, for worse, and keep yourself only onto her? If so, say, I do. With this understanding, do you, Chantel, take Daniel as your beloved husband? Do you promise to be a tender and faithful wife? Will you love and cherish him in sickness and in health, for richer, for poor, for better, for worse, and keep yourself only onto him? If so, say, I do. This is the time where I put you two on the spot. Were there any words that you would like to share with one another?
Too shy.
I have your rings here. These rings are a symbol of the love and the commitment that you're making right now today. They're ancient symbols, they're circles. There's no beginning, no end. Like your love, it's infinite. And with that, there's no limit to what you can create with your love. From now on, when you see these rings on your fingers, and you feel these rings on your fingers, I want you to think back to when you first fell in love. To the first time that you looked into each other's eyes, and you thought to yourself, this is the person I want to spend the rest of my life with. I want you to remember that love because it's beautiful. And I want you to remember what you're feeling right now today. You're on a beautiful beach in Hawaii. It's not raining. You're wearing flower lace, standing in the sand, and you're about to get Maui. Remember this love because it's beautiful and it's going to grow to levels that you can't imagine. When I'm blessing your rings, I'm going to ask that the love of God enters your rings. And may the love from both of your hearts, your ancestors, and everybody who loves you be present in your rings and in your hearts and in your marriage. So when we do Daniel, I'm going to have you go first with Chantel's ring. And I'm going to have you place it partway on her finger, please. And as you hold it partway on her finger, please repeat after me. Chantel, with this ring, I promise to grow with you. To build our love. To speak openly and honestly. To listen to you. To love and cherish you. For all our days ahead. From this day forward, you shall not walk alone. My heart will be your shelter, and my arms will be your home. And as you hold the ring partly on his finger, please repeat after me. Daniel, with this ring, I promise to grow with you. To build our love. To speak openly and honestly. To listen to you. To love and cherish you. For all our days ahead. From this day forward, you shall not walk alone. My heart will be your shelter, and my arms will be your home. There's a little ceremony I'd like to do right now that represents what you're doing here today. It's the sand ceremony, and it's similar to that of the unity candle, in that it represents you both have a unique individual path, full of experiences that have made you who you are and have led you to where you're standing right now today. And today, we're joining your paths together as one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have you both reach down, take a little piece of sand from by your own feet. want you two to look into each other's eyes and see the love that's there. This one who you love so much, who you're committed to today. May you have the courage to feel this love and to express it as openly as you possibly can. May you keep forgiveness in your hearts for yourself and for each other. May your love and respect for each other grow, and may you have fun and fully enjoy the miracle of life and the glory of man. Daniel and Chantel, you've declared your vows in the presence of us gathered. With the powers vested in me by God and the state of Hawaii, it is my great pleasure to announce you as husband and wife. You may seal your love with a big aloha kiss.
Yay!
And the first kiss.
Do we throw sand on them now?
Yeah, now's the time.
Sorry, Jeff. Hey, congratulations, you two. You three want to go give some hugs?
Yes.
There's one.
Oh.
Yeah, it's okay. Did it. There you go there.
Thank you.
Good job. Speech.
I found out how shy I am.
You guys go over there.